Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome to another Rift update. I just reached level 52 and as always let's start off with a played time on that one. So 2 days, 20 hours, 47 minutes. That puts me at around 68 hours to reach level 52. Obviously the leveling process is quite a lot slower at these levels, but the good news is I am in the Storm Legion content. So right here you can see 2 new continents which you can reach through like a special portal in the continents where you play from level 1 to level 50. And yeah, basically in this first area here, the Kingdom of Paladin is where I've been questing quite a lot to reach level 50 to 52. I do think I've done pretty much all of them and just reached level 52. So I probably will have to try out some like group content or stuff like that in order to get to level 53 and then start on the next area. But it's still been decently fun. One thing that's been making the leveling process decently fun is this planner attunement system, which is the orange bar above my XP bar, and this constantly ticks on. So as you can see, I already have 62 points spent in here. I've spent most of them on increased wisdom and increased spell power, totems and stuff, I guess they are called, going in those in, what was it, fire I'm busy, and in water I've basically almost done like a first tier of one of these. So that's actually really good because you level up this planner attunement quite frequently, and that does help to make the grind feel a little less slow than it actually is. But yeah, I've done a lot of questing here and only managed to reach level 52. I've also been doing my daily PvP war fronts for the extra XP and the blue rewards. And one thing I did notice is that here in this Storm Legion content, you get a huge buff in the quest items you receive. So pretty much right away you get really powerful green items that will replace pretty much anything you can earn at level 50. Add some blue PvP items to that and you're doing quite a lot better quite quickly. The war fronts, yeah, they're quite challenging still at 51 and 50. You die very quickly to some of the better builds out there. But it's still okay fun, I think, although it is slowing down quite a bit. The fact that you are now in Storm Legion content it is quite a bit different, a different vibe. I haven't really been following the story on that too much. I've just been grinding through the quests and adding some dungeons to the mix. But there is one aspect that I've been starting to understand, is this third bar here, 0 out of 100, which is like an extra charge bar that can power some extra abilities. The one I like to use is Contaminate, which increases my my dots. I also have Raging Elements, which would increase the damage of my pet, and also well, actually Intensify Elements, that's not one. Here we go, Elemental Force causes the next 5 damaging abilities to deal an additional 111 random elemental damage. So stuff like that is charged by this bar. How does that get charged? Just by using abilities, basically. So let's quickly grind down this mob. And so what I've started to discover is that part of your rotation you'll probably want to evolve towards a rotation that can constantly keep this charge up, so that you can constantly enjoy that buff that it gives. So right now my bar is already filled after one mob. I activate Contaminate and this will increase the damage of all my dot spells, but at the cost of some of this charge, 10% per dot I think. So let's send my guy on there, and as you can see, now that I'm putting all my dots on there, the charge slowly dwindles down. But if I then use some of these instant damaging abilities, my charge goes right back up. And so right now I have increased dot damage and I can easily keep that up thanks to, which was a really awesome surprise here, it's an extra buff for my pet called Synergize. which makes his abilities add charge to my bar. So with that, I can definitely just open up with all the dots that I can. So let's also add this one and this final one. And as you can see, I'm not even halfway down. My pet adds them, just adding a couple of instant spells. The mob pretty much dies by then. But I can start on the next one with the full bar and just discontaminate, which before this synergize spell, I would constantly lose it, need to bring that bar back up. But right now I found a really easy rotation to keep this buff up, which is really cool and has been very helpful. And it's really rewarding to finally figure that system out a little bit and understand that there are definitely different ways to use this charge. And for this elementalist, which I'm playing now mostly, yeah, it's really easy thanks to the synergize of your pet, and that's really been pretty good. When I first entered the Storm Legion content, it was really hard. I needed like 2 full sets of these dots to kill a level 50 mob. So yeah, I had to put them all up once, let them tick down, do all their damage, use all my instants, and then do it a second time to kill a single mob. But now I'm back to pretty much normal speed. 1 full cycle of my dots gets most of the level 51 and 52 mobs down. So that's really awesome, and understanding this charge system and being able to keep that up and keep that in mind, yeah, it's what I've managed basically right here upon entering the Storm Legion content, because it is quite a bit harder than what you have to do from level 1 to level 52. Maybe a final note here as well, it's pretty barren. Yeah, there are some guys, Cyborg level 56 actually, it kicked my ass pretty badly, but it's really pretty barren. There's not so many rifts closing going on, or public quest parties, stuff like that. It's really been very much solo questing that I've been doing here, because sometimes you will encounter a few people in one of the quest hubs, but I've rarely seen more than 4 or 5 people on my screen. So at the moment, this is actually quite devoid of life in Rift, this early Storm Legion content. But it's pretty good, you know. There's definitely a whole storyline in there. There's quite some challenging mobs as well, some elite guys running around here and there, which are somewhat harder to solo. But I do feel like I don't have enough quests to be able to level along with the area level, just to be able to keep up. Basically, I would need more quests than I have, so I do feel a little bit forced to start to check out different kind of content, some group content, which I don't fully understand yet, but that's probably going to be the next phase of my Rift playing. I don't know, there are some things called Rift hunts and stuff like that. I'm not sure how you queue up for that or join them, but I will probably look into that in order to get to level 53, along with the War Fronts, which are pretty good XP if you get the bonus for them. So yeah, that's my update, guys. Level 52, 62 hours into Rift and well into the Storm Legion content. Basically, I feel I finished the quest lines in the first area, but I still need another level before I want to move on to the next one. So that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all next time.